Hi, Jenna.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. You want to tell us why you're back at MBIT? First off, introduce yourself. Who are you?
Okay, my name is Jenna Berkun, and I am a former MBIT student in the Medical and Health Professions program. And now I'm a student at Thomas Jefferson University. And I'm a pre-med major, but that's going to change.
That's going to change. Well, we'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. So why are you back at MBIT today?
I'm back at MBIT today because I got to light up the sign for #ambition.
And what is #ambition and where did that come from?
Well, after fall leadership, you had asked me to create a slogan or something that MBIT could be easily said. So I was talking to my mom about my speech, and I was like, wait, ambition has MBIT in it. So I quickly wrote it down, and I sent it to you, and now it's this big new thing.
And then what did I do? I plastered it everywhere, didn't
Yes.
I? Including the podcast, including a sign in the lobby. So that's right. So we got an LED sign that says #ambition, and we love the idea that MBIT is embedded right in the middle of the word ambition. And we feel like here at MBIT, you get to pursue your ambitions and pursue your passions. And we thought that was a really good fit. And so we thought, well, if we're going to get this sign, there's only one person who, we don't do a ribbon cutting for a sign. So we lit it up, and today was the inaugural lighting of it. And we had you come back and show us how it's done. So how's it look?
It looks amazing. I love it. It's very modern.
Yes, very modern. And Skills USA, who hosted the fall leadership where this all came from, are the ones that donated the sign so that our students can see that. And we'll have a little placard on there that has your name on it and Skills USA forever. So that's pretty neat.
Yes.
So thank you, Jenna, for being our leader on that. I tasked everybody at fall leadership. I said, hey, we need something that sets us apart, something a little unique. And I said, come up with whatever you can. And over the weekend, I had an email from you, and I thought, man, that is a really good idea. So, and it was, and we run with it. So you can see #ambition on all of our stuff now. So Well done, Jenna. So tell us about your time here at MBIT. What did you study, and how did that lead you down a path to where you are now?
So at MBIT, I studied in the professional or medical and health professions program, where I got my PCT, patient care technician license, as well as my EKG license. And I studied about human anatomy and like personal care and professionalism. I also involved myself with Skills USA. So over the past 3 years, I had went from secretary to vice president to president. And I loved being involved in the school. I liked going to the board meetings, and I liked presenting and being a student representative for the school.
Excellent. And then as a result, you went to Thomas Jefferson and were a pre-med major.
Yep. But that changed because, I mean, I loved Miss Moyer and Miss Appleton, but these professors were just not making me love science anymore. So, but I loved being a leader, and I liked creating things like ambition. So now law and society, and also a minor in marketing.
So do you foresee, that's fantastic. So you're going to change your major, but from what I understand, you still have a deep interest in medicine and health.
Yes.
And so you might pursue medical related law. Is that true?
Yeah, malpractice law. So
what a neat idea.
I mean, I love the human body and I love human anatomy. So it will help me with becoming a lawyer if I want to do medical malpractice. So
there's something that stands out. It's a story that I tell a lot of people about your time here at MBIT. I don't know if you know this, I'm telling you now, but we talked about it when it happened, and it was a unique situation that you got to experience on one of your clinicals, where something happened with one of your patients and you had a very unique experience that you got to bring back and be a leader in your class and share what happened. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yes.
What happened? Why don't you share that story?
So I was following a PCT in her daily rounds, and she asked me if I wanted to do Postmortem Care. And at first it didn't click what that was. Like, I knew the root words, I knew what each of it meant, but it didn't click to me what, was I actually going to do until I came into the room and I saw the patient and I realized what I was about to do. And I wasn't in the moment. I was given instructions on what to do, but I wasn't in the moment to really grasp what was happening. But I did the job, I executed it, and I was shocked. And when I came back, I was like, wow, that was an experience.
So you did postmortem care as a high school student as you were working on your patient care tech license, correct?
Yes.
And so in your clinical, you got to experience that. And that was something that you were the only student, I believe, that got to experience that last year.
Yeah.
Did it strike you as interesting that you could have been sitting in any number of classes at that point in time in a traditional high school, but instead you were doing postmortem care at a hospital as a high school student?
I mean, like I always say, I love MBIT, and I'm so grateful that I chose MBIT because my mom went here and she's like, just go to the open house and see what you like. And I fell in love with MBIT as soon as I went to the open house. So I was so glad that I wasn't in a classroom listening to lectures, because that's not the type of person I am. I like going out and seeing what I want to do with my life. So it was an amazing, like, experience that if I was just sitting in the classroom, I wouldn't have had that.
One of the things that we talk about here is that there are often misconceptions about students that attend career technical schools and career tech centers like MBIT. And here you are, a student who's graduated from your home school, graduated with multiple certificates here at MBIT, and you're in college. And some people think that if you go to a technical school, that you can't go to college. And what would you say to those people? I mean, obviously you're proof that you can, but what would you say to those folks who have that conception or misconception about technical school?
I mean, when you think of a technical school, you think of like bad kids who just don't want to go to homeschool and like take these classes, and that here they just want to have fun. But they're the ones who create the stereotype of the troublemakers going to tech school. But honestly, all the people that go to tech school, they become way more successful in their jobs because they got to experience what their future could look like. So by me being in the medical and health professions program, I saw that I want to advance more than just what the certificate I'm getting at MBIT. I can go further and beyond because of the information I learned. And I think that people just listen to what other people say without actually trying it first, because if they realized how much a tech school could impact you and how much of a college resume builder it is, they would attend tech school more.
Fantastic. Jenna, thank you again for all of your work with #Ambition. Thank you for all of your work as a student here, and thank you for sharing your story. It was great to talk with you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Ambitious is a student-produced project of Middle Bucks Institute of Technology. To find out more about MBIT, visit us at www.mbit.org.